B&M Pro Staff Team, Road Runner Team, here they come.
Here they go. You guys got it?
Mike Parrick's the only one to ever win the national championship by himself.
Look at there. What a nice fish. Look at there.
Here we go, right here. Chug it.
Oh, yeah, look here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, oh, look at there. Oh, wait a minute. They got one. Hey, it's a great big one. Oh, looky here. How's it going, guys? Great fish coming out of Tennessee, Sean Bigby here.
They want to be national champions, but they got to beat these guys.
Well,
who are they? What do they need?
But you don't want to miss 2013. It's going to be bigger, better, and we possibly might even have a $100,000 payout tournament. Good morning, folks. I'm Paul Alpers, your host today for Crappie Masters TV show. We're here on Clarks Hill Lake in Lincoln County at Lincolnton, Georgia, having our very first ever Bass Pro Shop Crappie Masters Georgia State Championship affiliated with the Georgia Slam Masters Club. It's going to be a great time. It's actually pre-fishing day. Water's clear, overcast day, but we're supposed to have great weather for the tournament. We're going to show you some tips and techniques. I'm going to get in the boat with one of the club members, Scott Williams. He fishes with his father, Billy Williams. They're going to be hard to beat on this lake, and hopefully we can learn how to fish right here at Clarks Hill Lake. Scott, I appreciate you letting me get in the boat with you this morning and get to do a little fishing. And while the folks are out there watching us do a little fishing here, of course, we're fishing some brush piles here underneath this bridge pier. Water's awful clear, but tell them a little bit about what kind of poles you're using and what kind of techniques you're going to be using to try to win this Georgia State Championship.
We use 16-foot B&M poles. We like the 16-footers. It gets the baits away from the boat a little bit, especially in this clear water. You want to be as far away from the fish as possible. Normally we use double minnow rigs, but in this brush we've gone to single minnow rigs, just try to reduce being hung up so much.
Now we're fishing about 20 foot of water. And we're only fishing about 10, 12 foot deep. So that must mean to me that the fish are a little bit suspended off over the top of these brush piles.
Well, yeah, anytime I pull up on a brush pile, I try to fish the top of it first and then work my way down in it. And when I came under this bridge, I saw the brush pile on the side imaging, and it looked like it came up to about 10 foot from the surface of the water. So that's the reason we started off at about 10 foot deep.
Out here on Clarks Hill Lake, it's kind of like one of my home lakes back home, Lake of the Ozarks. A lot of man-made brush piles and structure, so it's a necessity to have electronics.
That's exactly right.
And I noticed you got your waypoints marked in there and the GPS, so when you pull in this creek, instead of spending a half a day trying to find one brush pile or line it up from one bank to the other, you can just punch it in, go right to it, throw your marker buoy out and fish. Is it good one?
Crappie is a good one.
Needing that. That is a nice one. Can you get him? You want to get the net? Okay. Whoa. I'm going to try to bring you right up through the, boy, that is a nice crappie. That's a nice Clarks Hill Lake crappie right there, boy. Mercy. What a fish. Folks, that's what we're talking about right there. Nice Clarks Hill Lake, Georgia crappie slab. We're gonna get that hook out of his mouth. Scott called it right here over that brush pile. Look at that. Scott, thanks a lot for having me this morning. I think there's gonna be a lot of fish caught during the tournament. Of course, everybody's saying they're not on fish, but you know how that goes. But we're gonna move down the lake. Thank you for all the tips and techniques. Maybe you learn a little bit more about fishing brush piles, slow trolling, and see if we can get another team catch some great big Clarks Hill slab crappie. Good morning, folks. You're watching Bass Pro Shops Crappie Masters TV show. We're here at the Bass Pro Shops Crappie Masters Georgia State Championship 2012, affiliated with the Georgia Slab Masters here at Lincolnton, Georgia. We're going to be watching several anglers today, and we are going to crown the Bass Pro Shop Crappie Masters Georgia State Champion. Folks, we're pulling up on the team of Tim Workin and Ron Moss, the Mossback Fish Rack Fish Attractor Pro Staff team. They're in the process of longline trolling for crappie, and you'll see what it's all about right here and the technique they're using, trying to catch a suspended fish here in about 6-7 foot of water, about 20 foot deep and 6-7 foot down. They caught some bigger fish earlier on the ledge here, 20 foot deep, so they're going to be longline here in 20 foot of water. Let's see if they can pull out another big Clark Hill slab. Now in the back, what length rods do you normally use when you're in the back pulling?
8 to 9 foot rods, 16 to 14 foot rods up front. We don't have but about maybe 18 foot of line out, fish about 2 to 3 foot deep. The fish, that fog had been up high.
Right. Tim, what speed are you running your boat? What have you been running most of the time?
Most of the time I run anywhere from 0.8 to 1.1 miles per hour.
So, do you pretty well know how deep you're pulling by the speed you're going, or you just go by how fast you go to get the bite, or how slow?
Well, we vary it, see the speed to get the bite.
Okay. Oh yeah, look at there. There's a nice crappie coming in. And we just caught him a pretty nice slab right there in Clark Hill Lake. That puts them with about 5 good fish in the live well right now, and they're well on their way to having a pretty good weight to come in with this afternoon. Well, there you go. It was a nice slab right there. They got 3 or 4 like that, and of course they weigh in 7 at the Crappie Masters and Slab Masters tournaments, so hopefully they can get 3 or 4 more, and they'll be right in contestants. They are in the top 5 in the points race right now to go. And the way this works here with the affiliated Slab Masters, Georgia Slab Masters Crappie Club is they fish 3 tournaments. They go by points on all the tournaments, and the top 8 teams get to go to our Bass Pro Shop Crappie Masters National Championship. So if you got a crappie club out there, call us up, get online, crappiemasters.net, come and join us, have a lot of fun, and you can actually fish on your home lakes and still get to go to the big dance.
That's the first white we caught. You got eggs in her too.
Well, folks, there you have it. They just caught another one right there along that ledge. This one was a white crappie, and she still had eggs in her. There's a few of them probably doing their last thing here on the tail end of the spawn. We're going to stick with them just a little longer, and then we're going to move on to another team or 2 and see how they're doing today. Folks, we're just pulling up on another team, Ricky Willis and Troy Thiel. They're also in the top 5 in contention to go into the Bass Pro Shop Crappie Masters National Championship right here on Clarks Hill Lake in Georgia. A different technique. They're going to be shooting docks. This is something you don't want to miss because this is very exciting. Learn how to do it. He's already got one on right there, folks. Got a fish on, they're getting the net in. When the sun gets up high, these fish get underneath the shaded parts of the docks, and the further you can shoot back in there, they're probably using like a 32nd ounce jig, letting it fall slow but retrieving it back pretty fast. And them big fish are right underneath there, and you just seen that from the great big one he just caught. Troy, Ricky, one of you guys, either one of you, tell us a little bit about what you're using, what kind of rod, and what size jig, and what color seems to be the best.
Well, it's a Bass Pro microlight rod. Actually, the line came from Bass Pro too.
Okay.
It's a Quantum VX reel. The jigs are 1/32 ounce. I call them sugar bugs.
Sugar bugs. Is it kind of a rubber and a hair jig together?
Rubber and hair jig.
They're using a quantum reel. Looks like they got high vis line on, 32nd ounce jig, and he's using a homemade jig. It's kind of a rubber body and a hair tail, 32nd ounce, kind of what I guessed, and shooting way back in underneath the shade. And we're going to see him catch another one or 2 here, I'm sure, before we get done. There's another one on, folks. This could be a good one too. Looks like it must have been a small one, yep. But there's another crappie, another Clark Hill Lake crappie. They're culling that one, so you know they got some pretty good ones in the boat. About how many pounds do you think you guys got already?
8 and a quarter maybe.
8 and a quarter. Have 8 and a quarter pounds on 7 fish, which that's a good start. They still got about 3.5 hours to fish. Anything can happen shooting these docks. They can pull out a 2-pounder at any time and move that weight up to 9.5, 10 pounds on 7 fish. There you go, folks. They said they caught them in 10 foot of water under the docks, 30 foot of water under the docks, 20 foot. It didn't really matter. It seemed like the bigger fish come from the deeper docks. Of course, that's because of the post spawn. They've done run off the banks, got back into the deeper water, but they are under the shade. You notice they shot this dock thorough. They caught some off of it earlier. Now they're going to another one of their docks trying to pick up a bonus fish or two to maybe win this Georgia State Championship. Well, folks, we just come off the water. We're downtown Lincolnton. We're here to Lincolnton, Lincoln County Chamber of Commerce. I'm here with Debbie and Sherry. We've seen a few. Is it crappie or is it crappie? What is it, girls?
I say crappie.
It is crappie here. And they're going to tell you a little bit about the unique town here of Lincolnton. And I'll tell you what, the hospitality here has been great. So, girls, with that, tell the folks a little bit about what you got going on here, what they can come and see if they want to come and visit. Now, grill and chill, what do they actually do there with the grill and chill? I mean, wine tasting, what?
It's a steak cook-off.
A steak cook-off.
We'll be grilling steaks, and we'll have 3 to 4 judges that'll taste them, and the winner wins $1,000.
$1,000? Now, do they come from all over to do this?
We do. We've had people from South Carolina, Augusta. We actually had some from Atlanta last year. Yeah.
All right. Well, I would come, but I can't cook, so that's not good. Maybe I can come and eat.
You can come and eat. Right. We'll be selling our steak dinners at the end of the evening, so.
You get a chance, come to Lincolnton, Georgia, have a great time, enjoy the lake, and enjoy the fine folks here in the hospitality. Well, folks, one of the amenities I would like to talk about a little bit here in Lincoln County is Elijah State Park. I'm here with Michael Madden with the Department of Natural Resources. Michael, you got a great park here, and if you would tell the folks a little bit about all the amenities that you have to offer if people just want to come camping, not just fishing tournaments, but just having fun with their kids.
Right, and we'd like to welcome the Crappie Masters here to Lincoln County and to Elijah Clark. Elijah Clark is the biggest campground in the state of Georgia. We've got 175 campsites here. Cable TV, electric, water hookups. We got 20 cottages here for you to come and enjoy. The cottage sleep 8 people, and they're rentable up to 13 months in advance on the cottages. So if you want to come, we've got beautiful day use area here. We've got 4 picnic shelters that people can rent to use to picnic. We've got 2 group shelters that they can rent to picnic as well. In the summertime, they heat, air, fully furnished and everything. Good. So you're not out in the Georgia heat. So
they can come and swim, they can come and walk, nature walk, and do whatever they want to have a lot of fun.
Right, we've got 2 nature trails here. We've got a 3-mile trail and then a 3/4 mile trail right here behind the office. We've got a mini golf course here. That's one of the bigger attractions here for the kids is the mini golf course that we have here, so they can come out and enjoy that. And just come out and bring your family out for a beautiful day and everything.
Well, I'm kind of a history buff. And of course, it's just bugging me to pieces what this old building here is. What's the history behind that a little bit?
It is a replica of Elijah Clark's home where his family was raised, and it's a replica of their home.
And I noticed he's a general, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so was he in the Confederate Army back in those days?
It was the Revolutionary.
Revolutionary War, all the way back that far?
Right.
I'll be darned, okay. Okay, once again, folks, there you have it, Elijah State Park here in Lincoln County. Boy, we're going to have a lot of fun at this tournament. We're going to get out there and get you some tips on fishing for great big slabs. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to show you how they catch them on Clarks Hill Lake.
Hello, I'm Dan Seidel with Georgia Slab Masters, club affiliate with Bass Pro Shop's Crappie Masters. Today we're on Clarks Hill Lake, out of Lincolnton, Georgia. And while we were out taping today, we thought we'd show you how to tie a loop knot. It's one of the best knots we use for 90% of the type of fishing we do, whether it's long lining, spider rigging, shooting docks, single pole jigging. A loop knot is a great knot. The first thing to do is just run your main line through your hook eye, and then you run it, once you get it through the hook eye, about 12 inches, and then pinch it at the jig or hook, and then run your fingers down a little ways to make a big loop around your first and second finger. Once you have your loop, run your jig back through the hole that you just made 3 times. I like to go 4 times, but most people are 3 times. And it'll look like this once you get that part done. After that, pinch everything back together, both fingers, and just slowly pull it all back together. And once you're done, you have a good sturdy knot that allows your jig to swing freely. No matter which way you twitch it, jiggle it, the fish hits it, it's gonna swing whichever way it needs to go.
Good afternoon. Welcome everybody to Clark Hill Lake on behalf of Crappie Masters and Georgia Slab Masters in Lincoln County and Lincolnton, Georgia. We're bringing our first Georgia State Championship. Finna start to weigh in right now. All right. We got our judges sitting. Ron Wallace and Tim Working. Team that was tied for 4th place coming into the points today. Got 7. Are you nervous yet? Are you worried? Do you think you're gonna stay there? Come on. 953. Come on up here, Jason Little. They want to know if you won yet. That's Randy calling you. Woo! Boy, that little one right there might do it. Oh, that's a little fish. The last 2 numbers is 23. 1123. Craig Chapman and Jason Little. All right, y'all go have a seat in the chair. Talked to y'all yesterday, and this is right where you needed to be today. 2nd place in the points, sitting in 1st place with 1 boat to go. Team leading the points, Tommy and Christy Sellers. Let's see what you got. Slim pickings. That's what Jason wants to hear. How slim is the question? Woo. They need a weight of anything 896 or above. The last 2 numbers are 73. What would you like it to be? I know what you'd like it to be. Now 8 would be fine. 673. Y'all have done. They have led this thing from Jump Street. All right. And our 1st place, the first Crappie Masters, Slab Master Georgia State Champions,
2012.
Craig Chapman and Jason Little.
Right here in Lincoln County and Lincoln, Georgia.
Congratulations, fellas.
I believe you got something else there.
I got something. There you are right there. Points fund, $920 to go along with the $1,500 you've already collected today.
Overall point champions, $920.
$2,400 today on 15 boats.
There you go. Only with Georgia Slab Masters and Bass Pro Shop Crappie Masters will this happen. Thank you, Lincoln and County. Thank you, Lincoln, Georgia, Clarks Hill Lake. God bless America. See you next time.
Thank you for watching Bass Pro Shops Crappie Masters TV. Bass Pro Shops Crappie Masters Television is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here. Mercury, #1 on the water. Humminbird, simply, clearly, better. Minn Kota, anywhere, anytime. B&M Poles, America's crappie and bluegill specialist for over 60 years. Martin Metal, working hard for your success. The Rockport Rattler, it's a dinner bell for fish. And by Toyota Tundra. Bass Pro Shops Crappie Masters would also like to thank these fine sponsors. Log on to CrappieMasters.net and become a Crappie Masters member today. You'll get to fish our tournaments and receive our magazine and decals. Log on to CrappieMasters.net.
B&M Pro Staff team, Roadrunner team, here they come.
Here they go. You guys got it?